Hello everybody, and welcome to another Vintage Cube Draft, where we have a very good pack to start. We'll be taking Ancestral Recall, and we'll be very happy about that. Other good cards in the pack are Wrenn and 6 and Hex Drinker, so I'll probably stay away from red-green. Arcane Proxy is very good with the Recall, so our hope is that this will come around. It often does go somewhat late. Signet's also fine, but yeah, easy Ancestral. Really good start. Also, I just wanted to say, on a recent video, someone commented that they want to see me do Storm, and I'm not going to force Storm much, but I did just get a sweet trophy with this Mono Blue High Tide Storm deck. I thought it might be a little bit of a problem that I didn't have more things to untap lands, like Frantic Search and Time Spiral, but there was so much powerful card draw in this deck, and got the trophy. It was a really sweet one. My favorite game, though, was actually the last one. In the last game, we went turn 1 Island, Mox, turn 1 Vendilion Click, turn 2 Venser, bounce your land, and just played a tempo game, and started swinging for 5 on turn 3, and then one with like Daze and Spell Pierce to slow them down. So, fun league. I do play Storm sometimes, but I don't typically try to go for it. Here we're going to take Swords to Plowshares. If we wanted to lean into Storm, we could potentially take like Suspicious Stowaway, force that, but Swords is just great. It also plays well with the Ancestral. If you Ancestral on turn 1, you discard the hand size unless you have some good cheap interaction, so perfect card to get past here. Okay, there is the High Tide, but that's not the pick. We're going to take Marsh Flats. Solid fetch land. If we're blue-white control and we get a Tundra, this works. We also could splash black. Brazen Borrower is fine, but not on the same power level, so we'll take the fetch. My girlfriend just got me this shirt and said that it has DILF vibes. So if anyone's into DILFs, let me know if you like this this green turtleneck. Alright, now we get past a Path to Exile. That is pretty excellent. We could take the Temple Garden if we wanted to be bent, but we'll just take the Path. That's two of the best interactive spells ever printed, or the best removal spells. The Wandering Emperor is good as well, but I think I'd rather just keep the curve low. Yeah, really good start here. That's a late Thalia. I don't think I want to be a Thalia deck, though. So we could take Cathar Commando, or we could take Repeal, and I think Repeal is probably the pick here. Like, one option is to be a blue-white semi-aggressive deck, and I do think that seems like that would be pretty open, but when we have Ancestral already, I think leaning into control a bit makes sense. So yeah, we'll take the nice blue interactive spell. Now we get Brainstorm, pretty great. I don't think Elspeth is very strong. Green is looking tempting. If we take in Temple Garden, we could take Birds here, and then Faithless Looting is great. That's a really late looting, but definitely taking the Brainstorm. Okay, wow. Good pack. Late Mother of Runes. Dam would be a good board sweeper. We already have 2 spot removal spells, but I think this is still probably the pick. And then Consider and Click are both just great blue cards in general, but I think I would rather have the Dam here. Yeah, having access to one board sweeper goes a long way. Kind of crazy to see 2 good blue cards this late, though. I'm definitely happy to be in blue-white at the moment. Okay, now I think we take the Signet. We're not doing Brain Freeze stuff. Yeah, like I guess we could have taken High Tide, get Brain Freeze here, have Consider. That would be one path, but I think that this is just better, just to take the Signet here. Set up for a nice blue-white control deck. Now we get Wall of Omens. Darkslick Shores helps if we're playing black, and that's also a late Wrenn and 6, but we don't have any fixing at all, really. Yeah, like we could try to do Omnath stuff, but let's just take the Wall. Okay. Now I think we take Bloodchief's Thirst. We're not a Silverblade Paladin deck. So I like this start a lot. We have a really good base of cheap interaction, but we don't have any card draw. Or we do have card draw. We don't have any like threats. We don't have any Planeswalkers or sort of ways to snowball. We just have like cheap instants and sorceries. I just realized that I think that pack we just saw was the one where there was the thing that could flash. I forget what it's called, but the prototype card that can flash back Ancestral. Unfortunately, that did not come around. It's not the end of the world, but that would have been a nice pickup. Well, High Tide wheeled, but I just think that I know that I just drafted Storm. I don't think we should do that here. Let's take Waterlogged Grove. It looks like green is fairly open. I don't think Bitter Blossom is great for us. But yeah, Waterlogged Grove could be good if we do end up splashing green. If we could find a nice Spara's headquarters, then this could find green, white, blue, and we would have 4 free green sources without playing any basic forests, which is almost enough to start splashing cards like Oko. Excellent. Temple Garden came around. Okay, so we're bent. I think that's a good place to be. Thalia on the wheel. I don't think we're a Hornet Queen deck, but we're also not a Thalia deck. I guess I'll take this for power level. Now we get a super late Birds of Paradise. That's a great pickup. All right, yeah, bent is definitely where we should be here. Seeing a super late Birds of Paradise is pretty amazing. So yeah, I really like the start. Again, we don't have the top end at all. Like all of our cards cost like 2 or less, except for this one damn overload. But we are still off to a great start. We have the enablers. We'll be able to find the top end later. I don't think Avenger of Zendikar is really where we want to be, although it's honestly not the worst. We could play this card. Okay, good pack. We're going to take the Mox. Aurora would be really nice, though. I hope this comes around, and I think there's a chance it does. We did get a late Waterlogged Grove. Cryptic Command's also good. Mole Drifter is good. Library is good situationally, but yeah, we'll definitely just take the Mox here. This isn't the best deck for Mox, as in we're potentially playing 3 colors, none of which are black, but I'm not going to complain. We got a Mox Jet, we will take it, and we will be happy. Okay, a good pack for us here. There's one of each of the 3 different tri-lands or dual lands that we're looking for. Also Preordain, which is great, and another Wrath, but we're taking Tundra. Now Marsh Flats can get green, white, or blue, white, and then hopefully one of these. I don't think Preordain is likely to come around. Wrath could, or we could just wheel one of these lands, more likely the Savannah. But yeah, let's just take the Tundra. Really good pickup. Now Marsh Flats is a tri-land, at least. Okay, another pretty good pack here. We could take Garruk, we could take Shark Typhoon, or we could take Hallowed Fountain. And I think I will take the Fountain. We did just take Tundra, but still, fixing the mana is really valuable, and I think we're going to have plenty of playables. These are the kind of cards that we do want, like good ways to win the game, that also, like, I mean, this interact, this draws a card, so they're win conditions that also do other things, but I still think we take the Hallowed Fountain here. Yeah, that makes the mana really solid. We're at the point now where even if we got no more fixing, we have a pretty good bent mana base. And then, of course, if we pick up a few more things, then we could start playing more ambitious cards like Eternal Witness. And by more ambitious, I mean more color intensive. Well, that is exactly what we were hoping for. Fractured Identity is probably the best card we could get here. Realistically, like maybe Time Walk would be better, but getting it 3rd pick, I think, is just incredible. Blue-White is open. There's also Thraben Inspector and then 2 good 1-mana spot removal spells. I would take Fractured Identity no matter what, but these would become more tempting if we didn't already have 2 better 1-mana spot removal spells. But hopefully one of these things comes around, and we will very happily take this Fractured. Ooh, Dak Faden. I would love to be able to play that. We don't have very good red mana. I think we still take it, though, speculatively. Yeah, we'll take this. Alright, nice. Flooded Strand. There's also a Stomping Ground, which I guess doesn't really help with the deck, and we already passed Renton 6. Although, actually, you know what? Let's take the Elspeth. Flooded Strand is great, but our fixing is already solid. We don't really need to play red, and we need some top end, and Elspeth is exactly the kind of top end we want. So we might just be straight up blue-white here. Yeah, let's take the Elspeth. Okay, I don't think we're a Student of Warfare deck. I don't think we're an Ephemerate deck. We could play Revoker just as a average card or Oblivion Stone. I think I'll take the Stone here. It may or may not be in the main deck, but it's at least a good card to have access to. Okay, here's Zydor's Proving Ground. If we're trying to play blue-white, then a red-green black land is not ideal. It could help with the DAC because we can find it off of Marsh Flats. I guess it depends if we're trying to play green or not, but I don't really want to play green. We have this 1 Birds of Paradise, but that's kind of it. I also don't want Vryn Wingmare, though. We could play Sundering Titan. No, I'll take the land. I don't think Sundering Titan is very good. Ooh, nice. Uro came around. Okay. We'll definitely take this. Now, do we... A second Wrath would be nice, but we already do have one Wrath. I think we take Savannah. Now that we have a green card that we really want to play, I think we do just go more like back in the Bant direction and solidify the mana base. Yeah, second Wrath is good in some matchups, but we already have Swords of Plowshares, Path to Exile, Card Draw to Find It, and a Board Sweeper, and we might even get another Sweeper in Pack 3. Now we'll take Land Tax for the board. Xaiator's Proving Ground. I mean, we'll see. I would love to be able to make Dak work. Right now we have 2 free red sources. Yeah, we'll see. If we get no more red cards and no more red fixing, I'm not going to play Dak, but we could potentially get like Expressive Iteration and Nahiri or something, and then like 1 or 2 more fetches, and then play Red Splash. I do really like how Dak plays with Uro. You can dig through your deck to find the Uro and fill up your graveyard, and then bring back the Uro to close out the game. This deck looks very sweet. Alright, really good late pack. We'll take an Oust since we just passed a Wrath of God. Now we have 3 1-mana creature removal spells and a 4-mana board sweeper. Really good place to be. The only thing we're really missing now is counter magic. Okay, we'll take a couple on Gorge. If we do end up playing both Uro and Dak, that will help. Ooh, Elspeth doesn't seem great here. Yeah, let's take Stomping Ground. Alright, we could solidly be an Omnath deck now. We have pretty good mana. Oh, wow. Okay, I mean, yeah, we'll definitely take Time Walk. A Jeskai land would help. Karakas is great. It's good with Uro. Treachery is a very powerful card, but yeah, we've now gotten a piece of power in all 3 packs. Ancestral Recall, Mox, Jet, and Time Walk. Pretty good. Alright, now we'll be disciplined and take the Wooded Foothills. This can get Savannah, and it can get Xaiator's Proving Ground. It can't get blue right now, unfortunately. Hopefully we get land such that it will. There's also Soulfire Grandmaster, which is really good in this deck. It goes infinite with Time Walk, and it's also just like pretty good with Swords of Plowshares or something. Definitely good with Ancestral. The question is, do we think that it will come around? I think I would rather have Soulfire in this deck than Wooded Foothills, but Wooded Foothills is not going to come around. I guess it depends on how much we want to play this deck and stuff. But the fact that Wooded Foothills doesn't even get blue does make it worse. And our fixing is already pretty solid. Yeah, I think I'm going to just make sure we get the Soulfire. This is really good. This gives us a win condition and just like a plan for victory. Because right now we actually are pretty light on win conditions, and that could be a problem. Okay, we're not playing black. I guess we could play black, but I don't think we really want to be there. Let's just take Sakura Tribe Elder. It's a good card. Alright, this deck is looking great. Let's cut the Oblivion Stone from the main deck at least. The only problem is our lack of counter magic. So getting a nice late mana leak would really shore up this deck. But even without that, we have good enough interaction with the board. I guess we don't have good ways to kill Planeswalkers, really. Other than Fractured Identity. Okay, I think we just take the Glen here. I was just saying how I wanted counter magic, and this is exactly that. Chart Course is solid, but I don't think that's really where we need to be, although it does play well with Uro. There's also Sylvan Library, which is a good card, but it's less good when we're a little light on fetches. Yeah, let's just take the Glen. Ooh, okay. I think we take the Arid Mesa. I would love Omnath. Wait, actually, Spellseeker is insane in this deck, too. Ooh, Spellseeker might actually be too good. I really want fetch lands, but this is like... It can find Ancestral, it can find Time Walk, it can find Swords to Plowshares, it can find a Board Sweeper in Dam. Yeah, we gotta take the Spellseeker. Okay. So now we kind of need to decide if we want to... Like, good pack. Krasis is great, Memory Deluge is great, Gideon and Council Judgment are both great. So would we rather have a premium removal spell? I think I would rather take Council Judgment over Gideon, now that we have the Time Warp, or Time Walk combo. But would we rather have Deluge or Council's Judgment? I'm kind of leaning towards the Council's Judgment. We don't have access to that much of this sort of effect, and we have pretty good card draw already, especially now that we have Spellseeker to find Ancestral Recall. But Memory Deluge is great, and we have a kind of low curve. You know, I'm going to take the Deluge. I also think there's a chance we get one of these white cards last pick. Really close. But yeah, we'll take the Deluge. And now we pick Spell Pierce. Expressive Iteration is great, so is Strip Mine, but red is a splash, and we just took an expensive card, so I think, like, an expensive card advantage card. So I think we want to take the cheap counter here. Okay, I think we can be a Field of the Dead deck. Although, we could just streamline the deck and cut Dak, cut all these random lands, and play Signet. This is actually probably a better way to build it. Yeah, I think having a streamlined deck is good. Okay, we're not a Yorion deck. We actually could play Survival of the Fittest, but our creature count's a bit low. I think I'm just going to take the Scarab God, which we could potentially splash off of Zytor's Proving Ground. Now we get... I guess Overgrown Tomb. Don't think any of these other cards are playable for us. Tracker's really good. That's a card we'll play in the main deck. Do we play Nissa? Yeah, Nissa seems fine here. Okay, Omnath came around. That's sweet. Alright, now... Oh, wow. Hydro Crisis to 2. Okay, so now... Oh my gosh, we have so many cards we want to play. What are we going to do? I think we do bring in Dak now that we have Omnath 2. Then we bring in all these lands. We don't need Overgrown Tomb. I don't think we play Llanowar Elves. I think I'll move Dam to the board since we actually have a reasonably high creature count now. I think we can move Oust to the board too. Actually, no. I think 3 spot removal spells is probably good. I like the Signets. I like the Dak. Let's see how the red and let's see how the mana is. Well, no. First, we'll make a couple cuts. Maybe we move Repeal to the board. It's just kind of replaceable. Kind of good with Spellseeker, but still. And then last cut. Could also potentially try 16 lands. Let's see how this would look. Well, alright. First, we'll sort by color. So we're heaviest blue-white. Good place to be. We're playing 12 blue cards. 8 white cards, 6 green cards, and 2 red. So definitely heaviest blue. Right now, with only 15 lands, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. So we definitely need at least 2 more. So I'm going to add 2 islands right now. For green, we have 1, 2, or actually, I guess let's do white first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's okay. For red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's fine. And for green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably more than we need. I think we can cut the forest. Although having 1 basic forest to search for with Sakura Tribe Elder is kind of nice. So if we were to run it like this, what's the last cut? Sometimes I play 41 cards, but in this deck, when we have Ancestral Recall Time Walk, we just want to maximize our chances of drawing our broken cards. I think I'm just going to cut the Oust. It's fine, but we have essentially 3 spot removal spells with Path plus Swords plus Spellseeker to find them. I think that's enough in the dark, and then we can... we could also just cut the Signet, maybe. The Selesnya Signet. Actually, I think that's fine. You know what? Let's do it like this. Repeal over Signet. And yeah, this deck seems sweet. We'll submit like this. The fixing is kind of weird. I would like a few more fetch lands. But this deck seems really, really sweet. Blue-White Omnath. We have the Time Walk combo. We have Ancestral Recall. We have some good top end, some good mana. Just a really solid deck. See you in round 1. Alright, here we are for round 1 against Moisty456. We are on the play, but we have an unfortunately unkeepable hand. High card quality. We have a combo here, but no lands. Alright, this hand is very good. We don't have green mana yet, but definitely keep. I think we just put back the Sakura Tribe Elder. And I'll lead on the Tundra to hold up Swords to Plowshares. If they play something like a Ragavan, I would like to be able to answer it and then play Signet. This does open us up to Wasteland, but I think we're fine getting Wastelanded here. Okay, no play, so we're just going to get to resolve our Signet. We draw another green card, so hopefully we can find a forest soon. Suspend Lotus Bloom, not a card you usually see from the double mountain deck. Okay, let's play Plains and pass. If they do nothing, I'm kind of tempted to just repeal my own Signet. Not a super exciting play. I guess we could save repeal to deal with the Lotus Bloom, but I do really want to draw cards and find a green source for this tracker. Okay, that's something we can repeal for value. We want to make sure we do it before they get to their begin combat. Okay, good draw. That gives us all of our colors. We still can't play Omnath if we find it, but we're close. So we're going to untap, shock, play this, and then still hold up Swords to Plowshares. Alright, there's the tracker, and we have Swords to Plowshares at the ready. Playing against Naya, huh? Huntmaster of the Fells. Okay. I think I will Swords to Plowshares this. There's an argument to holding, but I think I want to use my mana efficiently. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely bad. Do we want to Swords this? I care more about the Rabble Master. I think I'm just going to untap and see what we draw. I don't want their thing to flip, though. So we'll cycle this. Okay. Not a great time to use Time Walk, but I'm just going to use it. The other option would be to hold it and try and go for the Soulfire Grandmaster combo. But I think I like this a bit better. We have a lot of top decks that just put us way ahead here. Hydroid Krasis is among them. Let's play that for max value. We could hold up Swords to Plowshares and play this as a 4-4, but I think I'd rather just play this as a 5-5. Alright, there's a Fractured Identity. Good draw. They get their Lotus Bloom, so they're holding Goblin Rabblemaster and one unknown, and then they just top deck something. If they have something huge, we can Fractured Identity it. They just main phase cycle Jetmir's Garden. That's a pretty weak line. There's the Rabble. Now they have to send the Goblin token. We'll see if they send their other things too. They probably won't. Okay, this is fine. I'll just eat the bigger creature. Ooh, good draw. Okay, do we want to Fractured Identity something here? I don't think so. I think the Hydroid Krasis can hold down the fort against this board well enough. So let's just pass. Sulfuric Vortex, okay, that's fine. Kind of works against the Swords of Plowshares, but we can race this. So we'll let this resolve, and then we'll let them go to combat and see if they do anything. We'll let them make a Goblin, and then we are potentially going to Swords the Huntmaster, and then Fractured Identity the Rabblemaster if they don't send the Rabblemaster in. Okay. Yeah, let's take this out, make the board clear, and start beating down. They also don't get to gain life here because of the Sulfuric Vortex. And I wanted to put the card in the graveyard for Uro. So we need 9 mana to do everything we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sweet. So we play Mox Jet. We'll start with the Uro. And the Sulfuric Vortex shuts down the life gain aspect of it, but that should be fine. So we're playing against a kind of weird Naya mid-range aggro deck. Should be a very good matchup. Escape Arrow. Okay, that can find Time Walk, but I think I would still... Or Ancestral Recall. But I still think we just want to take the advantage on the board, start pressuring our opponent. So it takes 6, and then they take 2 more from the Vortex, and we win. Alright, sweet. Good start. Let's bring in Oust. Let's bring in Dam. I kind of like land tax too when we're on the draw. What do we not want? Maybe we cut Dak. It's okay, but it doesn't interact with the board, and we didn't see that many artifacts. And we could potentially cut Memory Deluge. That just might be a little too slow. And then I'll cut 1 island since we brought in land tax. Yeah, we'll run like this on the draw. Alright, good hand. This can get Jund, so we have all 4 of our colors. Elspeth in the opener is a bit slow. We also don't have double white yet, but still definitely a good hand. Do we want to oust this Swift Spear? I think I will. I don't care that much about the Swift Spear, but it also bricks a draw step that they have coming up. Just slows them down. I probably wouldn't do this if we didn't have a second removal spell in hand, but we have a way to permanently answer something we really care about, and we'll just slow down the thing that's less important. No play. That's great news. Oh, that's the land we were going to get. Do we just play it tapped? Yeah, I think we will do that. And then this can grab Tundra. There's the Swift Spear. We're not going to path this, especially if they miss a land drop, which it looks like they might. Okay, looks like with that pause, I think they have a burn spell. They were debating bolting us, and they decided not to. Pass back. There was an argument to getting a green-white land until we drew Waterlogged Grove, but now we just want to get some blue mana going. Okay, they Chain Lightning our face. I'm still not going to Path Exile this. We're taking some damage. We're gonna go down to 12 here with our fetch. But then we can Hydroid Krasis to put a blocker down. And, I mean, I guess Sulfuric Vortex would be a pretty big problem here. But against almost anything other than the Vortex, I like our spot. We'll grab Hallowed Fountain tapped. And untap. And Spell Pierce, interesting draw. Still just going to jam the Krasis this turn. If they have a kill spell for the Krasis, so be it. Heat, interesting. They could have done that on their turn, which would give them the prowess trigger, but this play has high upside if they hit land because it lets them play a 3-drop. Looks like they don't though, so we just get to save a free damage. Oh, good draw. That gives us Elspeth. So plus, they might have a way to kill this, but if they don't kill it really soon, this Elspeth will just close out the game. Nice. All right. We're 1-0. Really good start. This deck seems just unbelievably broken. See you in round 1. Round 2. All right, here we are for round 2 against N Orange. We are on the draw. Hopefully we get a good hand. Ho, this is a very good hand. The question with this hand is, do we Ancestral on 1? Jeez, Ancestral plus Fractured Identity in the same hand is just gross. I think I'm not going to Ancestral on turn 1. I don't really want to discard the hand size. I guess if we see black lands and we're worried about Thoughtseize, we could do that, but I would like to be able to set up my mana in the early turns and then Ancestral Recall on turn 3 potentially. Although against Xander's Lounge, they could have it. Could have, like, counter magic or a way to discard it. See, so if we play the land, play Ancestral, we draw up to 9 cards. On our turn, we draw up to 10 cards. We have to play land, Signet, discard 1 card to hand size. I'm going to get a little greedy and wait 1 turn here. And I guess even if they Thoughtseize us here, we can Ancestral in response. Yeah, this seems like that's definitely the line. And then we're going to grab a Jund land off of the Sakura Tribe Elder, or off the Marsh Flats, and then next turn we can decide between Sakura Tribe Elder or just casting the Ancestral. Okay. We draw Glenn, okay. I think we're just going to play Sakura Tribe Elder. Yeah, let's play Sakura Tribe Elder. If they counter it, that's fine. If they don't counter it, we can grab an island with it, and then next turn start kind of going off. We could potentially go like Ancestral ourselves, land, Signet, Time Walk. And then in our extra turn, play Glenn. Okay, so they have a full rainbow of colors over there. We'll see what they play here. This is a key turn. Grist. Okay, that's totally fine. We might need to Fractured Identity eventually, but that's okay. We can do that. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. I'm happy that one's gone. We untap. We're going to Ancestral ourselves. Then go Island. I'm going to burn the Time Walk. We do have this combo, but I think we can pull ahead by more by just taking our extra turn now. Alright, really busted turn there. Pass back to ourselves, and then do we want to play Glenn or hold up Fractured Identity? I think I like just playing Fractured Identity here. Glenn is kind of weak to... Well, No, let's play the Glenn. Let's play Glenn. If they have, like they can sack their thing to kill the Glenn if they want to. This just insulates us against the scariest things they could do. And it also lets us say Fractured Identity for a scarier threat than Grist. So, okay, that's fine. And Hierarch, okay. If I'll take 2, this is fine. Then they can use the Grist to kill half of the Glenn or plus Grist again. I think we're fine with either one. Okay. So this dies, comes back. We untap. Brainstorm, okay. I'm going to start with a main phase Memory Deluge. Okay, let's take Island and Tracker. What can Spellseeker get? We don't have Dam in the main deck. We've already gone through Ancestral and Time Walk. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Island Tracker. Then we'll play Island, play Soulfire Grandmaster, and pass holding up Brainstorm / Glenn. All the creatures are pretty, like, our removal spells don't line up that well against their creatures. We'll see if they play something like a Questing Beast here. Golos, okay. Ooh, wait, we could spin Golos. Yeah, I think we want to Fracture Identity that Golos. They get Caracas. Okay, so we need to kill the Golos now. So, Alright, I'm happy to see this attack. Now we can kill the Grist and the Golos. We're going to have to use a removal spell on an insect, which is kind of awkward, but it's fine. Hopefully this is just tapped. Alright. So let's untap. Mox Jet. Alright, let's go. Well, I'll just play Mox Jet. Fractured Identity on Golos. I'm not going to Brainstorm because I actually like my hand here. I guess they have Caracas to bounce it though, so this doesn't actually work as well as I was hoping. But I still think we want to take away their Golos before they can start getting Caracas value off of it themselves. Then we will Swords to Plowshares this. Wait a second. Did we have the mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think we're going to win this game, but definitely misplay there. We could have used Soulfire Grandmaster to save our Fractured Identity and keep it in our hand, which would have just been insane. Still a decent position, though. They could Caracas to bounce their own Nissa, in which case we'd probably need to path the Nissa. Okay. So they get to flip the Nissa here. That's actually better, though. I think I'd rather Nissa on this side. We can pressure that. Definitely should have kept the Fractured Identity around, though. But I still think that if they can't kill the Soulfire Grandmaster, we can bury them. We also have Memory Deluge in the yard. Just a really good position. They flip a Waterlogged Grove into play. That's fine. They kill our Golos. They have a good deck for Caracas. Okay, that's fine. Chandra. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. Man, we're actually behind now. Despite this insane start, I misplayed there with the Fractured Identity. So we lose our Soulfire Grandmaster. We're still in the fine position, though. They only have one card. Omnath. Okay, good draw. Let's play that. Yeah, we'll play the Omnath. I guess I could bounce it with Caracas, but that's fine. Okay, now we're going to Brainstorm looking for land. Okay, we don't need birds. I don't think we need Hallowed Fountain. So we'll go Island, gain some life, Spellseeker, grab Repeal, and pass turn. We need to find Elspeth. That's our way to go over the top and win this game. Hydroid Krasis would also probably do it. Uro would probably do it too. We have a lot of stuff a lot of things that we're drawing towards. They plus Chandra and hit Boros Signet. Okay, that's totally fine. Alright, plus Nissa, put a land into play. Totally fine as well. Batterskull. Okay. We can repeal the Batterskull token. I think that's probably the play. That way we get an attack. They are going to get to... Hydroid Krasis. Alright, that's a really good one. Let's just jam a big Krasis. I'm gonna do it first because I want to ideally draw some life before they bounce our Omnath. So we play a big 7/7 flyer. Draw 3 cards. Then gain more life. And we'll send both of our things at Chandra. They're going to bounce the Omnath with the Caracas, probably. But we're still in a great spot. We have Elspeth in our hand. They only have one card. Uro. That's pretty good here. It's also good with the Caracas. That's actually, yeah, that's very good. This game, if they have a way to deal with our Elspeth, it could be pretty tough to close out. They don't have enough blue mana to escape Uro this turn. Interesting, adding mana. Season Pyro, okay. So I think it's pretty likely we'll be able to kill one of their planeswalkers with this Hydroid Krasis. Okay, they make a 4/4. They can equip Batterskull if they want to. We still have Dak Faden in our deck, so if they equip the Batterskull, we can play Dak, re-equip the Batterskull to our Hydroid Krasis, and then have an 11/11 with Flying, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Seems pretty sweet. Okay, yep, that's what we wanted. So we want to find Dak Faden. No Dak. Do we play that or... Well, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So we can play Omnath plus Elspeth. So I think we start with the Omnath. Actually, no, let's play Uro first, I think. Yeah, Omnath just gets bounced. I think Uro is, like, the fact that it's card draw, but it also gains life and ramps us. Like, yeah, I think this is where we want to be. 1, 2... Okay, yeah, well, sure, we can put this into play. Untapped. Then we play Elspeth. I guess we don't have enough mana to leave up Path at the same time, so... We'll do Elspeth. Make some dudes. And then I'm going to kill Chandra over Nissa, I think. And then we pass with Spell Pierce up. And if they cannot deal with this Elspeth pretty soon, they're going to be in rough shape. But we missed our window for Dak Faden to be good against Batterskull, because now they'll have 3 mana up to bounce it, probably. We could go for the mill. Oh, Questing Beast. That's really good here. That's like one of the best things, because it gets around our blockers. They can also equip Batterskull to it, so we're going to lose our Elspeth. Yeah, that's actually really bad. I think we could still win if they didn't have the Caracas, but with the Caracas, it could be rough. We'll see if they find the line of equipping the thing, but unfortunately, we just don't have enough white mana. Okay, they don't go for the equip. That's great news. Oh, but oh, man. Forgot about the Exalted trigger. So, yeah, they are going to get to kill our Elspeth here, putting us fairly low on win conditions. We still have this huge Hydroid Krasis, but that's kind of it. We could potentially try to mill them. I wish we had a way to kill this Caracas. Okay, they're bringing back Uro. This is fine. Caracas seems great in their deck. They can use it to protect their Nissa and get more triggers. They can protect their Uro, their Golos, Questing Beast, and then it also interacts with us. If they put a land into play untapped, it turns off our Dak play. Alright, nice. They didn't have it. So they pass. We really would like to find this Dak. Man. Okay, let's play Tracker. We'll play Wall of Omens. Come on, where's this freaking Dak? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Alright, I'm gonna crack the clue. Yes, okay, that's clutch. We needed to find that this turn. So Dak Faden, steal the Batterskull. And now do we kill the Nissa? I honestly don't think we do. We could hit it, but I think I want to leave back the Hydroid Krasis to block. I guess we have Path, though. Yeah, let's kill the Nissa. Intense game. We're going to start playing Dak Fade and targeting them. We could maybe win with damage, because we can make an 11-11 with Flying and Lifelink and Vigilance, which will kill them pretty quickly, even if they're gaining life with Uro. But they can gain 9 life here by swinging with the Pyromancer and the Uro. Very crazy first game of this match. I think we could have won in multiple points. Like maybe this time walk was preemptive, and then we definitely should have saved the Fractured Identity. And also targeting Golos when they have the Karakas was probably bad. I wanted to get rid of their Golos, but just the fact that they could bounce it for free means we didn't get that much value out of the Fractured Identity. It really is just this Karakas. If it wasn't for the Karakas, we could have brought back Uro, and we would have Golos that we could spin. Really, really tough card for us to interact with. Okay, Showdown with the Skald is great for us, since we're on the mill plan, largely. Okay, they do have Crucible of Worlds Wasteland. I think that's too slow, though. They need to kill our Dak Faden with this Bone Crusher Giant right now. Okay. How do we want to navigate this? I think we trade Tracker with Questing Beast, or at least try to. And then we'll chump block, take 4. Save the path. Alright, they let the Questing Beast and the Tireless Tracker trade. I think we're happy to see that. Now, do they Bone Crusher Giant to Dak? That's the key thing. It looks like they will. Spell Pierce doesn't help here. Okay, this is going to be an uphill battle. They cast the Bone Crusher, alright? And then pass. So I'm not going to use the path here, which can untap. We're going to play land. We're going to equip this to our Krasis. And then I don't want to do Uro or Memory Deluge or Omnath because we don't want to draw extra cards. Let's just hit them for 11. Then I think we passed. We could re-equip this Batterskull elsewhere in case they find a removal spell, but I think I'm just going to keep it on the big creature. So they have 5 cards, we have 4 cards, but if they attack with Uro, could be bad. They make a zombie. I mean, their deck looks sweet. This is probably a kind of rough matchup, but I think this is I think this game we're likely to win. Because if they attack with Uro, they draw cards. I mean, we need to win in 4 swings. I don't think we have anything relevant left in our deck. But this Hydroid Krasis might be enough to just win on its own unless they... I guess if they have a way to kill the Hydroid Krasis and then they play smart and just, make sure that we have that they have more cards in the library than us, then they could get us. But that requires a lot, among other things, them having a way to kill an 11-11. We'll see if they have any equipment here that changes things. They failed to find. So they're probably just playing Stoneforge just for Batterskull. And then they pass. And this one Krasis is really holding down the fort. They draw a card. Okay, so now both players have 4 cards in library, but we're drawing first. So the onus is on us to win. Man, Dak Fade and stealing this Batterskull is so key. Alright, again, not going to play the Deluge. Just going to untap. Draw birds, okay. Take 11. No! Okay, that's not necessarily game over, but it's quite bad. Now we play birds, and we put the Batterskull on that. Actually, that probably is game over if they play correctly. I wish we could Ancestral Recall targeting them. Play Sakura Tri-Builder. Okay, so if they sack that, we win, but there's no way they sack it. They can't kill us. We have so much life, but I think we're just going to lose with them having no cards in library. Rough. They play Wasteland from the yard. Yep. Yep. We really need them to attack with Uro here. If they attack with everything, I think we win. Okay, good play from the opponent. I will path the Aisha, and then if they get a basic land, then we win. I don't think they'll do that though. Okay, we'll just take the 6. And then yeah, man, they're playing smart, and I don't think we have anything we can find here. I'm not going to concede yet. There's still a chance that we could have a card that I'm not thinking of, and B, they might do something that draws an extra card. Oh, Wasteland. Or Fast Bond. So now they can rapid fire Wasteland and blow up all of our lands, or all of our non-basics, but we still have plenty of lands to cast whatever spells we draw. We have 3 more turns, so we can hit them for 12 damage in the air. That's not going to be quite enough, though. We still don't have a way of dealing the last 7. Do we have like relevant spells left in our deck? Let's see. We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait, our deck might just be 3 lands, literally. Very crazy first game. So a good play by them to take out all the lands. I don't think it's relevant, but they don't know what we have, and it's possible we could have like some sort of something that would change the clock. And they're paying life because of this Fast Bond, but not enough life that it matters. Yeah, we just find land. Play that tapped, hit them for 4. Man, the fact that we have 2 cards and they have 3 cards is rough. If only we could get them to draw 1 card somehow. Them hitting the Stomp off of their Showdown of the Skalds was pretty key here. They pass. Or I guess they kill our Wasteland and then pass. Alright. Do we have anything? Another land. Take our last draw step next turn. Man, if only they would attack with that Uro. Alright, I think we definitely could have won this game. Actually, no speculation about it. I know we could have won this game. I think the key point was the Fractured Identity turn. If they attack with Uro here, we have a chance, but they're not going to do that. Really close game in multiple ways. We're going to get them to 5, and then we're going to get them to 1 card in library. But unless our last card is like a burn spell. Nope, just another land. Okay. Well, we might as well die. Oh no, we can't even escape Uro. Well, actually we can. We'll die on our own terms. Boom. Uro. Get wrecked. That's game. Alright, so we lose game 1 due to mill. Strange situation. We're playing against 5-color Field of the Dead. Their deck looks kind of sweet, but I think we can beat it. So let's bring in Dam, I think, and cut. What do we cut? Maybe Repeal. The Repeal's good against Batterskull. Could cut one of our legends. Maybe I cut Omnath, actually. It's pretty bad against Karakas. Yeah, we'll run it like this. We could even bring in Avenger of Zendikar to have more ways to go over the top, but I don't think we need to do that here. But we do need, like, they have more win conditions in their deck. So if it becomes a game where both players have access to their entire decks, they probably win it. So we just want to make sure that we have access to our entire deck and they don't. So let's play Ancestral Recall. Man, after that turn where we went Ancestral targeting ourselves into Land, Signet, Time Walk, and then on top with like Glenn and Fractured Identity, I would not have believed if you told me that I was going to lose that game. Still feel fine about this match though. Alright, on the play in game 2. Good hand. Alright, let's get the Signet into play on turn 1. We can't play Dak on turn 2 unless we top deck an untapped red source, but I still think it's better to do this than to just play turn 1 Zaitor's Proving Ground. Okay, they play Jetmir's Garden. Land, pass back, and the next turn we'll play Dak. Oh, Wasteland, but they don't use the Wasteland. Alright, that's great news. Now we can get our Dak down. And that's our only red card, so if they kill the Zaitor's Proving Ground, we don't even care after this. So we'll pass. We're very ahead on resources right now. We don't have any action, but if they don't kill Dak now, we can start Dacking ourselves to churn through our deck and find some action. And we have very live top decks. Spellseeker, Ancestral Recall for Spellseeker, or Ancestral Recall or Spellseeker for Ancestral. Elspeth, Hydroid Krasis. They do kill the Dak though, so we need to top deck something. Memory Deluge was potentially the best card we could top deck. Definitely in the running. Ancestral Tracker. Okay. Ancestral ourselves. And we'll play Land Pass. Yeah, we just put a whole bunch of cards into our hand. That is pretty sweet. Like, yes, that was a lucky top deck. Memory Delusion Ancestral. I can't, no air quotes there. That was like an incredible string of draws for us. But our deck is well set up for this sort of thing. We put ourselves in a position where we had tons of mana. We know we have a bunch of card draw in our deck. So hitting it on our first draw step was a little bit lucky, but we were very likely to hit something that would do a similar thing to this within our first like 2 or 3 draws at least. Whoops. Crucible of Worlds, okay. There's the Spell Pierce. Let's play Tracker. Then we'll play Land, Crack the Clue, Can we find a time walk? No, we cannot. We could brainstorm now. I don't think that's worth it, though. Let's just pass. If they have Fast Bond, it gets a little bit annoying because they can triple Wasteland us, but with 3 pieces of Artifact mana, I think that would still be okay. We also have this Tracker, which is going to be a pretty quick threat. We can hit for 5 next turn, at least. See if they have the Golos here. If they're just playing Bone Crusher Giant, we're very happy. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's bad. Alright, let's Spell Pierce this. Then they're going to have to tap out. Do we want to Brainstorm? I think we do Brainstorm, because then we can put whatever cards we want on top. So let's grab Spellseeker and Swords to Plowshares. And then we'll discard these cards. And now we get to untap with a fresh hand and tons of mana. Okay, yeah, we should be able to win from here pretty easily. So we'll go land, Elspeth, plus Time Walk, hit, then we untap, plus again, swing for a bunch of damage. We can almost kill them here. I'm going to play this Spellseeker and see if there's anything relevant we can draw towards, or if we just want to be cracking our clues. Okay, let's take Repeal, crack a clue, crack the other clue. Hit for bunch. For 9 to be exact. And then do we want to play the Uro? I think I will. Doesn't really matter. I'm not afraid of like a Brain Freeze or something. Put in Plains to hold up Swords to Plowshares just in case. And pass back. And now they're at 3. Like, I mean, we're just massively ahead. They don't even have that much mana. Alright, sweet. So we take down game 2 pretty easily. Wheel of Fortune is good against our card draw plan. So that's something we should be aware of. And we have pretty weak counter magic. We're on the draw. Do we want Oust? I don't think so. Do we want Oblivion Stone? Maybe. Crucible of Worlds is scary. Crucible of Worlds, Fast Bond, Wasteland, because we have a lot of non-basics. I think we just run it back, though. Could bring in land tax on the draw. I guess I will bring in a land tax over 1 plains, or 1 island. Or maybe we just cut, like, Copperline Gorge. Like, yeah, Copperline Gorge kind of sucks. It's bad against Wasteland. This does put us lower on red sources for Dak, but I think that's fine. Alright, really solid hand. We'll keep. This is one of the hands where we're probably not going to Ancestral on turn 1, though. We haven't seen much counter magic or discard, so I'm not afraid of that sort of thing. Alright, I don't hate drawing a red source. If they Wasteland this, that's fine. Okay, good draw. Let's play Island Signet. And then next turn we can play Tracker into land and get a clue. We might have wanted to play Plains there, actually, because now we can't play Ancestral Recall this turn. If we play Tracker into Recall, that doesn't work. But I think that's probably fine. Lingering Souls. Okay, that's slow, and we have Dam as a good answer to it. Alright, so we're going to play Tracker. Get this landed, play tapped, make our clue, and pass. And then best case scenario is they kill our Tracker and flashback Souls, and we can just like sweep their board with Ancestral Recall up. Okay, looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Although we need to decide if we want to even sweep the board now. We could potentially take some hits from these Souls and try and get a little bit more value. Do we think that they're going to extend another threat? Maybe. We're going to start with Ancestral, see what we draw. I think I'm just going to sweep the board here. It's not a glamorous play, but it's by far the best against Wheel of Fortune, which is probably the scariest thing they could have here. So we're well ahead on resources. If they have Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of tied. I think we would still be slightly ahead because we have Deluge in the graveyard. But, and if they have anything other than Wheel of Fortune here, we're in a great position. Showdown of the Scalds, okay. We can win this sort of game. Although, they hit the Fast Bond. Okay, this is scary. This is definitely starting to get a little scary. What's our best play here? Probably just a big Krasis. Grab a blue-white land. And play a 4/4 Hydroid Krasis. Fractured Identity, that's a good one. So we pass back. The fact that they have Wheel of Fortune in their deck is so annoying because it means no amount of card advantage we accumulate in our hand is necessarily going to be relevant. Okay, now they get to play Field of Dead and make a bunch of zombies. But we're sort of in a game where this is the type of game where we win via Time Walk combo. Now, if they can find Wheel of Fortune or Crucible of Worlds, we're in kind of bad shape. Is there any chance we're supposed to Fast Bond, or Fractured Identity their Fast Bond? It's kind of underpowered. It's probably not correct. Okay, this is a little scary. They're going pretty wide with these zombies, and we don't have Dam left. We also have no way to flash it back. So we need to find Time Walk plus Soulfire Grandmaster. But I think we might be able to do that. Glenn, interesting draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we don't have enough mana for Glenn plus Memory Deluge. But I think we still play it. So let's go Land Tax, Island, Glen, pass. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, Glen. And we're not going to swing with the Krasis. We're just going to pass, plan on cracking the clue into the turn. Can escape Uro. Man, that Field of the Dead hit is actually kind of scary. They really let them put stuff into play fast. So they're escaping Uro. They can grow one of their zombies to be a 4/4, so it trades with a Krasis. Probably just going to path this Uro rather than Fractured Identity. Man, Field of the Dead is the only reason that this isn't just a blowout, but with the Field of the Dead, it's a bit scary. And we don't have, like, Batterskull in our own deck to find, so it's going to be hard for us to find repeated life gain. Okay, they're just jumping their hand into the board. I wish we had another board sweeper. If we could sweep their board here, we would be in a nigh unlosable position. Okay, if they make this attack, we'll double block the big zombie. Showdown of the Skulls putting in work for them here. Same with Fast Bond. I mean, yeah, their deck is great. They have a lot of powerful synergies. So we lose our snake, and we end of turn crack this. We need to find our combo probably next turn. So we'll grab a bunch of lands just to thin them out of our deck. Swords to Plowshare is not bad. So let's play Swords on the Oko, or on the Uro. Do we want a main phase Memory Deluge? I think I will. We're going to have to discard more cards to hand size, but that's fine. Okay, we find the Time Walk. That's good. And then I think we take Brainstorm. Then we play Island and go to discard. So the combo costs 2 to play Soulfire Grandmaster, 4 to activate it. So that's 6 plus 2 for Time Walk. So 8 total mana. Alright. So if we can find Soulfire Grandmaster, we can kill them. If we don't find the Soulfire, it's going to be tough. We could potentially buy some time if we find Elspeth. Okay, they have a Wasteland, but they don't have Crucible of Worlds. So we do have exactly enough mana where if we just top deck the thing, we can live. Or we can combo kill them. Okay, I think I'm going to path their biggest zombie and block one of these things, take 6. This does give them another zombie, I guess, but I think it's still worth it. We don't care about value so much this game. We just want to not die. So we could Brainstorm end of turn, which gives us the best chance of killing them this turn, or we could try to survive one more turn and Memory Deluge. And I think that's the better line. So let's untap, draw. Oh, we have enough mana for everything, so we can Brainstorm here, and then okay, there's the Soulfire. So we win if we can top deck a Mox, right? Yeah, so let's put back 2 lands. Mox. Okay, we couldn't draw the Mox, but we have everything we need to win next turn. So we should just do what we can to survive. So let's gain some life, play Wall, and hold up Glen. Oh, there's the Mox, okay. Land. Land. Wall of Omens. And now we win next turn. I guess we take infinite turns, but we actually might not necessarily be able to win if Elspeth is at the bottom of our deck. It's kind of interesting. Do we want to also jam Spellseeker? I guess so. I don't think there's any reason not to. Okay, so Elspeth is our win condition. We need to find Elspeth and have it not be at the bottom of our deck. I think I'm actually not going to find anything here. Because I want to decrease the chances of Elspeth being the bottom card. And then we'll pass. And then starting next turn, we can begin taking infinite turns. But it might be tough to still win because we're drawing a card every turn. So we need to win within 8 draws. Niv Mizzet Reborn. Okay. They get Just Grist. Block here, take 8. And now we have infinite turns, but the question is, can we win with that? Okay, so we'll go Soulfire Grandmaster. Activate the Grandmaster. Play Time Walk. Play tapped land. Pass back to ourselves. They mean to find Elspeth soon. No? No such luck, okay. So we'll do this. Play Time Walk. We can do it again. Wait, what? So we just did that. So now I play Time Walk. Then we'll do it again. Then we play Time Walk. So we get 2 turns in a row now. So next turn we can go for Elspeth, and then we can go back to Time Walking. So I think this should work. We can put Elspeth into play this turn. So let's go land, flashback the Deluge. Grab Elspeth and repeal, doesn't matter what the other card is. Play Elspeth. And now we have our win condition. We have 3 turns. Wait, does this work though? Oh wait, we can also use Fractured Identity. Oh man, now it's just a race against the clock. So let's do this thing again. Play the Time Walk. Plus this. Play land. Fractured Identity. Oh wait, no, we don't even want a Fractured Identity Niv because I don't want to take the deck into our hand. So let's just spin this again. Play Time Walk again. Let's get this guy down. Let's attack with everything except Soulfire. This is going to work perfectly. Okay, they take out our Glen, so I guess our shields are down now, but I think that that's fine. So we plus this. Cast one last Time Walk. Swing. And then we can Ultimate Elspeth, give all our things flying, and swing in for the lethal next turn. Wow. We're going to win with 0 cards in our library. That was so close. Ultimate. Wow, that was an insane match. Game 1 that we lost, we probably could have won. But it was a really complicated game. I don't think we played it horribly. And then we were able to win a really, really sweet games 2 and 3. Game 2, we kind of slayed them. Game 3, it looked like they were going to get us with the Field of the Dead, but we were able to assemble our combo and find Elspeth and win just in the nick of time. So we are 2-0. I'll see you in the finals. Okay, here we are for the finals. We're on the play against Bird of Prey 12, and yeah, we can keep this hand. No Ancestral Recall or Time Walk, so that's pretty unlucky, but we can find them with Spellseeker, and we can also play potentially turn 3 Tracker plus make a Clue. Definitely a good hand. We do need to find some more lands. We'll play Temple Garden tapped and pass. Okay. Definitely playing Signet here. Mana Tithe would hurt a lot. Okay, good. Now, can we find the land? Please give me the land. Even if we miss the land, it's not terrible. We can play Spellseeker and find Ancestral and then set up for the next turn. Okay, that's annoying. We can't even play Spellseeker now. I think I'm going to replay the Signet. There's an argument to playing Sakura Tribe Elder, which guarantees to get a land, but I like the idea of saving Sakura Tribe Elder to find a land for Tireless Tracker, and I don't want to take a basic land out of the deck because that's our best top deck. Playing against Jeskai. Dak Faden would be brutal, but hopefully no Dak. Alright, good. We draw land. Okay, perfect. So we're going to play Tracker, play the Proving Ground. They can play the Brazen Borrower, and that's fine. We'll take a hit, but then we'll probably just Swords to Plowshares. That could also go for Hydroid Krasis. Okay, Stomp the Tracker. That's fine. They have these two guys that are out on adventures. Yeah, on an adventure. But I'm not too worried about that. That's card advantage. It's like solid plays, but they're not really adding to the board or pressuring us, and our deck is very good at the long game. They probably just drop Bone Crusher into play. Yep, that's fine. So we're hoping to find... Well, we're going to play Ancestral here, almost no matter what. So Spellseeker for Ancestral. Ancestral ourselves. Can we find the land? We can. Let's grab green, white, and play Birds of Paradise here. I think that's better than pathing this. We can take one hit. Or even Chump Block and save the 4 life. I think I'll just take the hit, though. It doesn't look like they're super aggressive, and we can this way save our Spellseeker Chump Block to protect a Planeswalker. So we'll take this. Chart a Course, solid value. But they spent 2 mana to draw 2. We spent 1 mana to draw 3. Alright, let's just drop this Hydroid Krasis now. It's going to be a 4/4, so it will very profitably block Brazen Borrower, and it can trade with the Bone Crusher Giant. It also plays well around Counter Magic. Hopefully we can find a land in these 2 cards. Mana Tithe, okay. We do get tithed, but we were able to resolve our key spells first. Alright, land. And I think we will probably just Swords to Plowshares this Bone Crusher Giant here. It's not the most important threat, but I do think Preserving Our Life Total seems good, and we have multiple other removal spells. I don't want them to be ahead on board. I want them to have to actively be playing things to pressure us. So we'll do this. We take 2, they gain 4. That's all okay. We have this combo in our hand, so we want to find a window where they're tapped out. We don't want to just jam into it. And we also need 2 more lands before we can do it, but we're getting close. Okay, they go Snapcaster Chart, sure. We could go Fractured Identity, their Snapcaster, and then Flashback Ancestral Recall. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think I will go for that, actually. And if they counter this, that's actually fine, because we need to get them to burn their counters. If they play Mana Leak, I'll feel kind of sad. Remand, okay. Now, do we want to play Dak or just develop our mana more? I think we just develop our mana more. So let's play Sakura Tribe Elder, play Stomping Ground, and pass. And we're actually weirdly low on blue sources, so we definitely get an island here. Bye, Nikki. Signet, okay, we can seal that with Dak. If they just pass, we'll definitely play Dak. I again, don't want to go for the combo into open mana. Goldspan Dragon. Interesting, okay. That is kind of annoying because it means it's going to be a lot harder for us to set up the Time Walk combo. They're just going to have mana up at all times. We could go for it right here. But it might be better just to take their Goldspan Dragon. Oh, nice. They're playing something main phase. Narset. Okay. I think we can kill them here. We'll see if they concede or if they make us go through it. Right now we don't have enough mana, but we can guarantee we hit the land with this. They also whiffed off the Narset. So I guess the only thing that stops us here is like a free spell, Solitude, Force of Negation, or Force of Will. So to make sure we have enough, but I think we do. So we cast the Soulfire, activate the thing. Yeah, this works. So let's go. 2 mana, Soulfire Grandmaster, activate the Soulfire. Cast Time Walk, it comes back to our hand, and then I'm going, okay, they just concede. Nice. So, that is the power of the combo. Sure, it's 8 mana, but that's what, you don't build your whole deck around it. Our deck is full of good cards, and then we just have this combo finish that goes over the top of pretty much anything. Our opponent's deck looks sweet. Jeskai, Tempo / Control, but hopefully we're able to get there anyways. I think I like land tax over Basic Island. On the draw, Oust and Dam are both kind of tempting, although I don't think they're going super wide. Yeah, I think we should run it back like this. Our side is good. That's something to be aware of. Although it's not too good. We can get around it with Memory Deluge. We can get around, like, Repeal can beat it. It shuts down Ancestral Recall and Brainstorm, but that's basically it. We could cut the Brainstorm for that reason, but Narset's probably only one of. We can potentially just kill it. I think it's fine. Okay, solid hand. It's not broken, but we have all our colors. We have a good mix of lands and spells. Plays planes and passes. We draw land or Mox, which is great. I think we play Uro next turn, and then Tireless Tracker the turn after when we can make a clue immediately. And do we want to play the Xaiator's Proving Ground or hold it to cycle? If we draw a land, okay, if they tie this, that's totally fine, yeah. Alright. Pass turn. Narset's kind of annoying, but honestly, Tireless Tracker is a pretty good answer here. We do have the Brainstorm in our hand, which is going to get bricked, but hopefully we can just kill the Narset. They whiffed again. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, given that we drew a 5-drop, and we're pretty mana hungry, I think I'm just going to play this tapped land. And then this Tireless Tracker is threatening to kill the Narset. If they have the Stomp to kill the Tracker, it could be a little bit hairy. I don't love the idea of Fractured Identity and Narset that's on 1, but we might have to do that. Narset is kind of a nombo with Brazen Borrower and Bone Crusher Giant, because those are both cards that are the types of cheap interactive spells you want to find in Narset, but they don't have the right card type. Okay, they're holding Probe and 4 unknowns with 4 mana. If we get on top of the tracker, I think we're in a very good position. If they kill the tracker now, it's close. Alright, that's some nice value. DRC plus probe. Alright, Arcane Proxy to the yard. I wish we had an Arcane Proxy. Although it wouldn't be good yet. Oh wow, they already have... That gives them Delirium. That's kind of insane. Really quick Delirium from the opponent. Now... Well, we'll see what they do. If they tap out for a Signet or something, then I might just Fractured Identity the Channeler. They do have 2 mana up. Okay, they're tapping out. Strong turn from the opponent. Very strong turn. They're down to 2 cards. We draw land. I think I am going to Fractured Identity this DRC. It's not great, but it's quick threat, actually. It can close out the game pretty fast. And this also lets us pressure the Narset. We have 2 card types, so we could potentially get there with Brainstorm, but the problem is we don't want to Brainstorm until we kill the Narset. So hopefully they can't kill this Channeler, and we get to kill the Narset. And then if we kill the Narset and unlock the Brainstorm, plus our Clue token, we're in a great position. Looks like it could be Goldspan Dragon. Alright, they should actually leave this back to block here, but I think they will attack, yeah. Killing this Narset is a really big deal for us. Spell Pierce, good draw. Okay, now let's crack the Clue. Man, just a bunch of lands. Okay, we're going to pass holding up Spell Pierce, although I don't think we're likely to be able to Spell Pierce something. Goldspan Dragon is a very strong mana generation engine. Thundermaw Hellkite. Oh, man. Okay. So this is a really quick clock. That kills us in 2 turns. We could Brainstorm and try and find a path or swords. It's kind of close, because the thing is, if we brick, then we just lose, because we're going to be putting a bad card back on top. But I think that's actually still the line. We're fairly likely to hit 1, and we also are constrained on blue mana here. And then even if we don't hit it, we could potentially find like Ancestral or Time Walk, which would do it. So let's Brainstorm. Don't need an island. It actually, I mean, it would let us escape Uro, but that's not what we're looking for. Oh. I think we're just dead then. Yeah, that's a bummer. Because we take 9. And then we can't escape Uro, but even if we could... Oh no, if we could escape Uro, we would survive at 1. But we know it's our top card, so... And we don't have enough blue. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, these dragons. I thought we were in a pretty good spot, but the dragons close out the game quick. They're very... Like, Swords to Plowshares is great against both of them. Do we want to play Oust? It's not the best against their dragons, but it is pretty good against the Channeler. We're going to make this exchange back. And then I kind of do like the Oust. It's really good against 5 mana threats. Maybe we cut Repeal and play the Oust. Yeah, let's submit like this. I don't think we want Dam still. It would have been good in that specific situation, but that's a very niche situation. Alright, on the play. Fighting for the trophy. Okay, we'll keep this. We don't have a blue land in our hand, but we can get an island with Sakura Tribelder. If they mana tithe our Tribelder, we're in a really bad position. Okay. This is fine. So we have Glenn plus Spell Pierce, but we don't have good interaction. I guess we have Alice for creatures, so yeah, this seems fine. Alright, so we'll block and sack it for an island. And now we need to decide how we want to proceed. I think I'm just going to jam the Glen. Yeah, especially if we're constrained on blue mana, we want to be able to use our blue mana every turn. This blocks the DRC well. If they kill it, it's fine. Oh well. Remand, sure. Against Remand, I kind of wish that we had just gone with the Alice play. But this is fine. We can take one. They like the card on top. That's a little scary. This is a kind of key turn. Hopefully they just pass. Alright, good. Or I guess we haven't just passed yet, but I think this means they're not playing something. If they have Narset, and we... yeah, Narset would be really bad here. We just don't have a good way to kill it. Really, really hoping they pass. Chart course, fair enough, fair enough. Now if we find a blue source... We don't find the blue source, okay. Let's go Glen into Oust. Yeah, let's go Glen into Oust. So we do it this way to play around Mana Tithe. And now we oust this. If they tied this, that's okay. Okay, I'm okay with this exchange. They are kind of getting close to Delirium. They have 2 card types, but they're not there yet. So now it's kind of close. We have the Glen on board, and we have a pretty good hand, but we don't really have a good window. We won't have a good window to resolve this Elspeth for a bit. Our lack of blue mana is annoying. Okay, there's a Narset. That shuts down the deck pretty effectively. But if we top deck a land, an untapped land, we can just play Elspeth. They put Council Judgment into the graveyard. I guess that makes sense if they're digging for... if they don't have double white. Does Narset brick? Oh, they hit Burst Lightning. Okay. So we'll see. If they offer the Dragon's Rage Channeler trade, do we take it? I think I actually will take it here. With Spell Pierce in hand. Actually, well, yeah, let's take this. Because it's good at pressuring Elspeth. Now, if we top deck a land, we're in a great position. Birds of Paradise is terrible. Dak Faden doesn't make sense to play here because we can't plus with the Narset in play. So, unfortunately, we just need to play Birds and pass. Rough turn, though. We're not at, like, if that Birds of Paradise was just a forest, we would be able to play Elspeth and we'd be in a great spot. Although, Elspeth is pretty soft to Thundermaw Hellkite. Honestly, this is looking pretty bad. We need to find something good, but then we don't even have, like the Narset turns off a lot of our best draws already. Monastery Mentor into Probe, okay. Do we want to Spell Pierce here? I think I actually will Spell Pierce. I don't think we're likely to get a ton of value out of the Pierce, and this puts the shields down so he can stake Elspeth, and then we just need to hope they don't have the Thundermaw. Or Goldspan. If they don't have any dragon here, Elspeth will outpace whatever they're able to do. But... okay, we're going to hold that. We could get Time Walk, but that doesn't really help to play Time Walk now. We would rather have the Elspeth in play first. So this is the moment of the game. We play this. First of all, we need to resolve. No Force of Will, Daze, or Force of Negation. And now it resolves. That's a good start. Plus, and then we need them to not have a dragon. And if we get to untap with Elspeth, and then we can spell Seeker for Time Walk, I think we can pretty quickly maneuver to an unlosable spot. But if they have they had the Thunder Maw. That's just awful. Okay. So now we basically die unless we can find Fractured Identity. Actually, no, that's a little bit preemptive, but we just don't have any action. So I think we want to kill this Narset. So let's go. All right, yeah, we need to. The only way we win here is by getting Ancestral. So we'll send everything at Narset. They're gonna block here, let Narset die, and then we finally have double blue, so we're able to play Spellseeker. And our thing. So grab Tundra, play Spellseeker. Yeah, I think I'm going to Ancestral. We tapped poorly, though, because now if we find Swords of Plowshares, we can't cast it. That's pretty bad. They do have the Force of Will, okay. We're probably dead then. Unfortunate. Oh, they let it resolve, alright. Pass. Good draws there. Alright, I'm gonna try to make this trade. Take 7. Okay, they stomp our face. If they have Force of Will plus a blue card, we're probably dead here. Because we're taking 8. Oh, Time Walk. Okay, alright. Brutal. Our deck was sweet. I really would have liked to get the trophy. But it is what it is. Let's pull up the deck list. So this was our insanely good blue-white Omnath deck. We had Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, Mox Jet. We had Fractured Identity. We had Omnath. Just a really, really good deck. And I'm very bummed that we were not able to win that last round. I think we might have been able to if we had played differently. We had Spell Pierce and Glenn, and they were still able to just dance around it and stick their Narset and stuff. So maybe we were just supposed to play more conservatively, and the turn we tapped out for Glenn on turn 3 and they had Remand. If we just go Alistair DRC with Spell Pierce up and then Spell Pierce the Narset, we're probably in a much better position. We took the high upside line, but we could have won that game, I think. Honestly, overall this league, I think there's a couple times where we probably did not play quite optimally. But it's a tricky deck, definitely a lot of things going on, which makes it difficult to always find the right line. Definitely a sweet league nonetheless, though. We had some good games. We had the winning record. Could not quite get the trophy, but still a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.